YouTube Nation and Dog Pound. I'm Unger to the Max. A salute to you. So you're probably wondering why I didn't do a reaction video to the Cleveland Browns signing Jadeveon Clowney. Well, it's because I wanted to take a couple days to process it. And now that I've thought about it for a few days, I'm ready to react to it. And honestly, I have mixed emotions about it. Because on one hand, yeah, it gives Myles Garrett somebody on the other side, so maybe he doesn't get all the double teams like he's been receiving. But on the other hand, when was the last time Jadeveon Clowney was able to stay healthy and actually contribute to a team? I mean, I know he played for the Tennessee Titans last year, but I believe he only had like 4 or 5 sacks, if I remember correctly. Let me look this up just to make sure. He had 0 sacks and 5 assists. So that's not good. And when he was with Seattle in 2019, he had 3 sacks, 1 interception for 27 yards, and a touchdown. That's not very good. His best season was in 2017, where he had 9.5 sacks. So, can he get back to that 2017 form? I don't know. Because the problem is, Clowney has not been able to stay healthy. I don't remember how many games he played last season off the top of my head, but I don't think, if I remember correctly, it was not the full season. There were times where I totally forgot Clowney was playing, because the commentators never said his name because it didn't seem like he was really doing anything. So, I think getting back to being with a good player like a Myles Garrett will help Clowney. Because he seemed to do well in Houston when he was with Whitney Merciless and J.J. Watt. Except the problem is, we signed Jadeveon Clowney, but we had to cut Sheldon Richardson. Now, most fans would probably say, oh, I'd rather have Jadeveon Clowney over Sheldon Richardson. But you gotta think about this from a team perspective. Because when I watched the Browns last season, which I watched all 17 regular season games in both playoff games, I felt like Sheldon Richardson brought a good balance to the defensive line, along with Ogunjobi, Myles Garrett, Olivier Vernon. I liked that combination. So, again, I like the Clowney signing, but I hate that it came at the expense of Sheldon Richardson, if that makes sense. Hold on, I'm just looking something up super quick. Yeah. So, last year, he had 4.5 sacks. He had a combination of 69 tackles, both solo and assisted, or 64, I should say. 5 tackles for losses, 10 quarterback hits. He had one forced fumble, and he had 3 passes defended. So, those are the stats for Sheldon Richardson. So those numbers might not jump out at the page at you, and I get it if they don't. Completely understand. the same time, you don't always have to have like these gaudy numbers to have an impact. So I'm just concerned about the loss of Sheldon Richardson. Again, I like bringing in Clowney. I think it helps Myles Garrett, but maybe it hurts our defense a little bit. Maybe. We'll have to see. So, in case you don't know, the NFL approved the 17th game. So, the AFC North will be hosting the NFC West. So let me run through this. So the AFC North will be playing the NFC North, which means the Browns will be in Green Bay, they'll be in Minnesota, and they will host Detroit, and they will host Chicago. Then we are playing the AFC West, which means we will be at the Chargers, at the Chiefs, home against the Broncos, and home against the Raiders. We will also be hosting the Houston Texans, as Houston finished in third place in the AFC South. And we will be at New England because the Patriots finished in third place in the AFC East. Additionally, we're going to be hosting Baltimore, Cincinnati, and Pittsburgh because there are AFC North foes. And for the 17th game, we will be hosting Kyler Murray, J.J. Watt, DeAndre Hopkins, and the Cliff Kingsbury, and the Arizona Cardinals. And the reason for that is because the NFC West got matched up with the AFC North. So one team from the NFC West will be playing the one team from the AFC North based on standings. Which means San Francisco is playing Cincinnati. Arizona is playing us. The Rams will be playing Baltimore. And the Seahawks will be playing the Steelers. And all four NFC West teams will be on the road to play the AFC North. Which means the 49ers will be at Cincinnati. The Cardinals will be in Cleveland. The Rams will be at Baltimore. And Seattle will be at Pittsburgh. So there you go. So that's how the schedule works. I already know that next season the AFC North will be playing the NFC South, which means the Browns will be at Carolina, at Atlanta, home against Tampa Bay, and home against New Orleans. And then when we play the NFC West the following season, we will be hosting Arizona again. We will be at Seattle, at the Rams, home against the 49ers. And then when we play the NFC East again the following season, we will be at the Eagles, at the Washington football team, home against Dallas, and home against the Giants. I like to look ahead on these schedules. That's fun for me. Those are one of those obscure topics that you as a viewer and as a subscriber of my channel might not otherwise think about. So hopefully I'm filling a little bit of a niche in that sort of manner. In terms of AFC divisions, don't know how it's going to work out. But I know that when we play the AFC South again, we will be home against Tennessee, home against Jacksonville, at Indianapolis, and at Houston. When we play the AFC East next, we will be home against New England. I believe we will be home against the Jets, at the Dolphins, and at the Bills. Yes. And then after this season, when we play the AFC West, we will host Kansas City, host the Chargers, at the Raiders, and at the Broncos. But that's in the future. because as I said, which for some reason that seems to be my favorite phrase, I use it all the time on So What's the Catch, which is a show I do with Kramer, AJ, Charlie, Rob, and James. I think, am I missing one? Kramer. His real name is Jeremy. James, AJ, Rob, Charlie. I don't think I'm missing anyone. So that, if you want to check out that show, go type in Be On Air News Network on Facebook, and every Wednesday from 2 o'clock to 4, you will see our show. We discussed a variety of sports topics. Last week, we finally discussed hockey, thanks to yours truly. I will not be on the show for the next 2 weeks, but my fellow sports analysts will be, so I hope they have good content. Well, I don't hope they have good content. I know they'll have good content. I can give you a little bit of a preview of what my topics will be when I get back on the show. One, the Minnesota Timberwolves being purchased by Alex Rodriguez and some other billionaire, I don't remember his name. And two, if the Cleveland Monsters defeat the Chicago Wolves on April 23rd or April 24th, then the Monsters will have beaten every team on their schedule at least once at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. I don't know how unique that is, but I think it's pretty interesting. So I'm going to discuss that on the show, if it happens. So, Monsters, you got to win on Friday and or Saturday. Currently, actually, the Monsters have a 6-game win streak, which just got extended to 6 after they defeated the Rochester Americans 6-3 on, I believe that was Saturday, at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. The Americans are the affiliate of the Buffalo Sabres. I guess this is an episode of the Sports Room Weekly Talk Show, really. But I'm also going to put it in the Cleveland Monsters playlist that I have, as well as the Cleveland Browns playlist. So you can look for this video in any of those 3 playlists. I think I might actually play in the I've Been Thinking playlist as well. So any of those 4 playlists, you can find this video. Once I'm done recording it and editing it a little bit, and I've uploaded it. Anyway, so yeah, the Monsters are actually in 2nd place in their division, and it looks like they're going to qualify for the Calder Cup playoffs. Although the AHL hasn't officially announced what the Calder Cup playoffs are going to look like. So we'll have to wait and see. So typically the Monsters are in the, I think it's, let me double check. I want to make sure I have this right. I'm going to go to the standings on AHL.com. So typically the Monsters are in the North Division with the Belleville Senators, affiliate of the Ottawa Senators, Rochester Americans, affiliate of the Buffalo Sabres, Utica Comets, affiliate of the Vancouver Canucks, Binghamton Devils, affiliate of the New Jersey Devils. However, earlier this week, it was announced that they would be moving out of Binghamton. Not sure where they'll be moving to yet. Then you have the Syracuse Crunch, affiliate of the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Laval Rocket, affiliate of the Montreal Canadiens, and the Toronto Marlies, affiliate of the Toronto Maple Leafs. However, because of COVID and all that, the divisions got completely realigned. just like with the NHL. So, this season, the Monsters got moved into the Central Division, where we are with some of our former pals from the Western Conference. We are with the Chicago Wolves, who are serving as the affiliate to the Carolina Hurricanes and the Nashville Predators. Normally, the affiliate of Nashville Predators is the Milwaukee Admirals, but Milwaukee opted out for this season. And Carolina used to be affiliated with the Charlotte Checkers, which made all the sense in the world because Raleigh is only like 2 hours away from Charlotte at most. But for some reason, the Hurricanes ended that affiliation, and now they're affiliated with the Chicago Wolves. And I believe, if I remember correctly, the Charlotte Checkers are now affiliated with the Florida Panthers. So we have along with the Chicago Wolves, we have the Grand Rapids Griffins, affiliate of the Detroit Red Wings, the Iowa Wild, affiliate of the Minnesota Wild, the Texas Stars, affiliate of the Dallas Stars, and the Rockford IceHogs, affiliate of the Chicago Blackhawks. Now, the interesting thing is, even though those teams are in our division, we're not playing everybody in our division. We're only playing Chicago, Grand Rapids, Texas, and Rockford. We're not playing Iowa for some reason. I wish I could tell you the reasons why, but if I'm being honest, I don't know. Instead, we're playing the Rochester Americans. I wish the Monsters were in the North Division, because in that division you have the Lehigh Valley Phantoms, who are the affiliate of the Philadelphia Flyers, the Hershey Bears, affiliate of the Washington Capitals, Utica Comets, Syracuse Crunch, Rochester Americans, Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins, affiliate of, you guessed it, the Pittsburgh Penguins, and the Binghamton Devils, who, as I said, are going to be moving. Not sure where they're going to be moving yet, but the New Jersey Devils put too high of expectations or something on Binghamton, so they're moving out of Binghamton. Yeah, that's all I know at this point. So the reason I wish the Monsters were in that division is because last season, Lehigh Valley came to town, Wilkes-Barre Scranton came to town, Rochester came to town, Utica came to town, Hershey came to town. And I really enjoy watching the Monsters play those teams, especially when the Monsters play the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins. So I'm just disappointed that the divisions got realigned in the way they did. However, at the same time, it's nice to be in a division with our old friends, because we had to defeat the Rockford IceHogs and the Grand Rapids Griffins in the first 2 rounds of the 2016 Calder Cup playoffs, when we went all the way to win the Calder Cup. Although that's when we were called the Lake Erie Monsters. Coincidentally, actually, in the offseason, after we won the Calder Cup, that's when we changed our name to the Cleveland Monsters. I kind of like Lake Erie Monsters better. Personally, I think that makes more sense, but whatever. I actually have a Monsters jersey. It's my first ever hockey jersey. Up until Saturday, I didn't have a hockey jersey, if you can believe that. So I will show that to you in a future video. You gotta wait a little bit before I unveil that. Hopefully it's the first of many jerseys. Actually, I would like to get an NHL jersey for every team. Although my preference would be to not have a name on the back. Because if you have a name on the back and that player gets traded, what are you going to do? Like, I have an Alex Pietrangelo St. Louis Blues jersey t-shirt. Guess what? Pietrangelo is now with the Vegas Golden Knights. I have a Russell Westbrook Oklahoma City Thunder jersey t-shirt. Guess what? Russell Westbrook got traded from Oklahoma City to Houston, and now he's with the Washington Wizards. Anyway, so getting back to the Browns. After last season, I'm expecting the Browns to win, 12 to 13 games. But here's the thing. Odell Beckham Jr. is coming back. I don't want Baker Mayfield to get back stuck in his old ways where he's like, oh, Odell Beckham Jr. is a superstar and I gotta force feed him the ball. No, don't do that. Knock on wood, because Odell's great. He is. But as soon as Odell got injured in that Cincinnati game in Week 7 at Paul Brown Stadium, Baker went off. I think he ended up having like 5 touchdowns in that game. And you could see he was slinging the ball all over the yard. And it was fantastic to watch. So, even though Odell's going to be back, because we haven't traded him, we haven't cut him or anything, even though OBJ is going to be back, I don't want Baker to fall back into his old ways of having to be like, OBJ's a superstar, I gotta force feed him the ball. Don't do that, Baker. You were good. Stay with the formula that worked of spreading the ball around the yard. Give it to Jarvis Landry. Give it to Rashard Higgins. Donovan Peoples-Jones can play. You have 2 workhorses in the backfield with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. And maybe Dearness Johnson will step up like he did in that Cowboys game. Which, shout out to my guy, JTuck151, a.k.a. the Cowboy. Thanks again for doing a video collaboration with me. Thanks again to all the YouTubers who I've done a video collaboration with. I'm not Gangrene David, Norbcam, Just Blaze 412, Steel Twins, Engraven Bids, Just Blaze 412, Bring the Juice Colts Podcast, J-Tuck, Cowboy, whatever you go by. On the Warpath. What's the other Washington YouTuber that I do a video collaboration with? I forget his name. Give me 1 second. Hold on, I'll look on Instagram. Because now, otherwise it's going to bother me. Skins fan all day, that's it. Philly 500, UCF Jaguar, Titan Upload. We were going to do a video, but my jaw surgery got in the way. Who else? Samoan Raider, Spotlight Raiders Talk, KC Sports Report. I can't thank you all enough for doing video collaborations with me, whether it was last season or in seasons past. You guys have helped me build my YouTube channel into what it is. And Oh, Saw Sports with Houston. I almost forgot. My apologies. So if you subscribe to my channel as a result of one of the YouTubers I mentioned, thank you so much. I appreciate you supporting another team's YouTuber. It means a lot to me. I can tell you that I've probably said this 100 times, but I will continue to say it. I am planning on doing a video collaboration for every game on the Browns schedule this season. Every single game. From week 1 to week 18. And if we make the playoffs, for every playoff game that the Browns are in. Every game. I'm doing a video collaboration with another team's YouTuber to get you, the fans, ready for that week's game. Whether it's that I'm on their channel or they come over here. It does not matter. I am going to make it happen. You heard it here first. On April 19th, 2021, on Monday at 11:34 a.m. Cleveland time. I am doing a video collaboration for every game on the Browns YouTube during the Browns season. I already have some people lined up. So, I will talk to them. Gotta find some others. And for those of you who have written comments with names, I appreciate it. I will reach out to them. But that's gonna do it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, punch that subscribe button like a UFC fighter and give that like button a big punch to the face as well. By the way, go watch UFC 261 this upcoming weekend. It's got 3 title fights, with the main event being a grudge match between the champion, Kamaru Usman, and the BMF champion, which the BMF championship belt means nothing, Jorge Masvidal, in a rematch of UFC 251. And then we have Zhang Weili defending her strawweight title against Rose Namajunas. And then we have Valentina Shevchenko defending her flyweight title against Jessica Andrade. And this is going to be the first UFC event in, I believe, almost a year with fans. And it's not just fans, but a sold out arena. I think like 15,000 fans. It's going to be amazing. So watch it.